Most basic tool in all of boxing, the jab, and being used effectively through 5 rounds here in Melbourne, Australia by the American hopeful Devin Haney.
The jab in changing the rhythm of the jab, and also the upper body movement of Haney, giving a lot of trouble and problems for Kambosos. Kambosos every now and then tries to change his rhythm up, but then Haney quickly adapts and makes adjustments and get right back to doing what he's doing, landing as often as possible.
No. Don't push. Hey, Haney.
Tess, Haney just got to be careful not to fall asleep, one. And he also needs to be careful because right now the fight is seemingly easy for him. Not to start taking things for granted because Kambosos is still dangerous.
And getting Kambosos to react to even the slightest movement. The feint, the step forward. Kambosos needs moments where the exchanges are willing. He leads with a left hook.
There it is.
His corner was calling for that after the 5th round. We heard that from Javier Centeno.
Haney usually defaults to that area. He'll lean on that back foot, Tess. He'll drop that right hand at times. He's open for the left hook.
No, break. Hey. Hey, keep fighting. Keep fight.
Nice check hook right there. Catching Kambosos with his chin up, right hand down.
Working our way to the halfway point of this undisputed lightweight world championship fight, coming to the end of round 6. Can the American bring back all the belts? He's got himself a superstar fan who traveled all the way here to see it, Mark Riegel.
Yeah, Dame Lillard's got to be very happy with what he's seen to this point. Damian Lillard's got to be really happy with what he's seen to this point. He's been following Devin Haney since the amateurs. They're both from Oakland. He was behind the scenes for the weigh-in. He says that Devin has remained exactly the same, not too high, not too low since he's been here. And obviously through this, the first 6 rounds, I spoke to Javier Centeno, gave some unorthodox advice. I said, how are you going to solve this puzzle? Lift his head up. How are you going to do that? He goes, lead uppercut, right hand. I never really heard it before. Get off the line, lead uppercut, right hand. Kind of risky, fellas.
How about big game Dane? Traveled all the way down here to Australia saying, I got to be here if history is made for Devin Haney. Listen, there are a lot of pro athletes who are huge fight fans. Nobody I know a bigger fight fan than Damian Lillard. He's blowing up our DMs all the time, every single weekend, talking about all the big fights. And he is on his feet to see if Devin Haney can keep boxing his way to success. Round number 7.
You know, the biggest reason why Haney's able to land that jab, if you look at Kambosos' stance, he's heavy on his front foot. He walks forward, marches forward. He has that back leg up most of the time, but he's heavy, and he leans slightly forward, bringing his head closer to the jab of Haney.
Tim, the other day we sat with Devin Haney as Kambosos tries to get an offensive surge going before they tie up against the ropes. And we discussed with Haney, at what point, if you feel like you are controlling things and managing things so well with the jab, do you start taking just enough risk?
These moments, Tess, is about winning. That's it. Winning. That's what it's about. Stay simple. It's working. There's no need. He'll know. He'll know when it's time to step it up. But right now, Kambosos is extremely dangerous. He's still hot.
Right hand to the body.
And Haney's throwing everything. Everything. Kambosos looks bewildered right now. He has no idea what's going on. All he knows is he's getting hit. Ooh, hands came together right there.
Straight. Hey, watch your hands.
Story of the night has been that jab of Haney. Oh, it's destroying Kambosos. Shredding his face little by little. Disrupting his timing. Taking his heart. Not allowing him to do anything. Ooh. It's setting up shots like that. That right hand. Short right hand from Haney. You're seeing a young master at work. That's what you're seeing right now. Folks at home, a young master at work.
End of round number 7. Haney maintaining the lead.
Go ahead. Running him down. Remember, he's going to close the gap as hard as he misses. And I need that little angle change. And that little angle change has to be quick. Remember, we need more.
Fight the shoulders. Okay? You see, you don't have nothing on the hook side. Nothing. Okay? I need more feints. Right? And listen, every time he goes into the high guard, he don't got nothing. Okay? Keep him in the high guard in, okay? Huh? Keep him in the high guard. That's why I keep him with the feints. Stay away from the right hand. Nah, he looking for one punch now. You know what I'm saying? He looking for one shot. Don't give it to him. Keep boxing. Don't be fighting that shit.
Bill Haney telling his son, Kambosos is looking for one shot. Don't give it to him.
He's exactly right. These desperate situations and desperate moments for fighters. He can't get caught up in that. You got to remain focused and poised, just as he is right now.
Devin Haney has landed 46 jabs through 7 rounds.
Oh yeah, I knew that hook was coming, Tess.
And then he changes up the levels with the jab.
There's just so much going on that Kambosos has to deal with. From Haney, the skill set, the athleticism, the speed, the footwork, the fast twitch muscles of Devin Haney. Ooh.
His corner's been calling for the left hook up top for a few rounds. 1-2 combination from Haney and then turns out to the right.
That's the weak side, Tess. You don't see that a lot from fighters. Going around that weak side. You see it from guys like Lomachenko, and now you're seeing it for the young fella, the young master, Devin Haney. The weak side is going away from the power hand, which is the right hand.
You can see an abrasion under the left eye of George Kambosos. Also some redness above the eye. And a little bit of swelling underneath the right eye. The steady pumping of that jab from Devin Haney causing that.
Beautiful turn right there. Up jab right off the hip, coming right between the guards, splitting the guard. Haney's pulling out everything. He's pulling out everything.
And again.
He's looking sweet right now.
And then the footwork, always keeping himself safe, sticking to the plan, not altering course, and controlling the fight because of it.
Kambosos is fighting the wrong fight. I have no idea what his game plan is. He's not closing the distance. He's not letting his combinations fly. He has to close the distance somehow and let those combinations fly. Something will eventually land. Nice body shot from Kambosos.
And just by stepping up the pace with aggression, you can hear the roar from over 40,000 here at Marble Stadium. Double jab closes out the 8th round, though, for Devin Haney. Top Rank Boxing on ESPN is brought to you by Geico. Save even more when you bundle car and home insurance. 14-hour time difference, Sunday afternoon here in Melbourne, Victoria, Australia, so that it is Saturday night prime time for those of you watching in the U.S. Arguably the biggest fight in Australian boxing history. But that right there tells you all you need, as the Greek Aussie crowd who showed up early this morning and has been on their feet, beating the drum, roaring, silenced.
Silence. Absolutely. Kambosos needs to turn up this tempo now. This is where the fight starts for him. He has to turn up the tempo. Change the tempo. It's too much sitting in front. Close that gap quickly. Come behind the jab. Throw combinations to the head and body. Don't allow Haney to tie him up.
And Haney comes right back out and double jabs and then goes with the uppercut.
See, you're going to stay out that distance, you're going to get beat every single time. He needs to close the gap quickly. Pick up those legs.
Oh, right hand.
She hurt him with that right hand.
Right hand comes in from Haney.
Oh, right hand from Kambosos.
Kambosos fires back.
This is it. Kambosos needs to turn it up right now, Tess.
Mark Kriegel is with Bill Haney, the father and trainer of Devin. Bill, tell me what your son, how he's opening him up.
Oh, he's breaking him down. He's breaking him down slowly. We've been working the stick.
Was the trip worth it? Bill, was it? Oh.
No. Rolls Royce. He's grabbing that Rolls Royce.
Oh. Again, the wrong range for Kambosos. Let those hands go. He has to return fire. He's not being reactive like he was early on. Now he is. That's what he needs to do. More of that. Let those hands go if he wants to come back in this fight. Oh, nice right hand.
And then from the corner of Haney, you just keep hearing, keep boxing, keep boxing. Some redness and swelling just under the right eye of Devin Haney. Nearly a clash of heads on the inside to close out round 9. Getting rough in there.
Let it go.
You need to be sharper on your shots. You need to sharpen up. You're a sharpshooter. Keep your defense tight, George. Straight after, please.
Beautiful comeback right here from Kambosos. We need more of this from him. That's what we need. He needs to rough up Haney if he wants to better his chances of landing something late in this fight. Haney's been elusive for the most part of this fight.
We ready for round number 10. Big Game Dane looking up at that screen, nervously anticipating this stretch run in supporting Devin Haney. Can he keep the course? In recent fights, Haney has had moments that he's had to get through late, especially against Linares back in May of 21, when he staggered Devin in the 9th and 10th round. But the jab has been effective. Haney is over 2 times the lightweight average for jabs landed per round in this outing against Kambosos.
Kambosos throwing one punch at a time, and he keeps looking for the overhand right. Young Lion can see it coming. He needs to change it up. Kambosos needs to lead with a left hook and then throw the right hand. Do something different.
Devin Haney has thrown more than Kambosos. He's landed more than Kambosos. A 111 to 95 total connect advantage. 59 of those are jabs.
Great body work right there from Kambosos. Oh, right hand over the top. Didn't do anything. Haney didn't seem fazed at all by that right hand. Kambosos is committing to the body now of Haney. Trying to set up something up top. That's exactly what he's looking for. Trying to set up something up top.
He chopped down with the right hand. Then on the end of the exchange, he purposely grabbed down to Haney's left hand, pulled him around, and tried to see if there was any opportunity for the right of his own.
He had no choice. He had no choice. Desperate situations.
Oh, he needs a brawl to break out. And Haney's not giving him the opportunity right now. So he continues with that steady work of the jab. Kambosos tried to come across with the left hand to the body.
Gotta close that distance. Kambosos must close that distance, but be careful. Because Haney, even though we say he doesn't have power, it's double impact if you can catch him right at the right time as he's coming in.
Great.
Championship rounds have arrived. To be an undisputed champion in the 4-belt era. Bernard Hopkins, the first to do that in 2004. The great Terrence Crawford has accomplished it. Canelo did it at super middleweight a year ago.
You got that right. Let him fucking unload. When we get inside, okay, I can't see one or two places.
That is George Kambosos' father, Jim, hanging over the corner of that red rope there, saying you have to unload.
Yeah, you see the athletic ability and the defensive ability of Haney. And you see the frustration right here of Kambosos holding on to that lead hand of Haney, trying to find any opportunity for an advantage. Nice exit right there, again to the weak side.
Staying away from that right hand.
I don't see that often in the sport, not like that. It's beautiful footwork.
Able to block that punch as well. You can hear Yoel Judah, veteran cornerman, father of the former welterweight champion Zav Judah, just encouraging Devin Haney. Keep doing it, keep doing it. Jab, box, keep doing it.
Can't fight.
Devin Haney, late money started to come in, worked his way to a 2-1 favorite. The overwhelming bet in Vegas was this fight going the distance, and that is exactly where we are headed. And if it stays this course, one would assume a Devin Haney decision win, unless the local, the Spartan Warrior, the champion, can come up with something late here. George Kambosos. He has not been able to unlock the door of Devin Haney so far.
It's easy to figure out Kambosos. It's too easy. Let me tell you why. Because every time he reacts with a two-punch combination. Haney knows that. Anytime you see him avoid a shot and then come in and attack, it's with two shots only. Haney just gets himself off the line and fires back at times, and sometimes he just clears like that. That's one shot right there from Kambosos.
Hey, watch your head, watch your head.
Yes, he is. And he does need a knockout to win on my scorecard.
Javiel, the veteran trainer, South Florida-based trainer of George Kambosos, also the trainer of Xander Zayas, the excellent welterweight prospect who is signed by Top Rank. And just more of the same. Even on that offensive surge from Kambosos, it's a right hand, and it's out the side door for Haney. And you can hear the cascade of boos from the locals. Their guy has to come up with something at desperate times. Let's listen in to the corner.
You need to go ahead and press, but you can't lean forward to press. You need to get those feet underneath you and press behind that jab or a nice solid right hand left hook. I need you to end every single combination with that lead hand. It keeps you in position to defend anything he throws.
Come on, my round 12.
Let me see a little bit more trunk movement, man.
George,
Nice deep breath.
should have taken place before you attack, please.
Good stop for me.
Come on, Mike.
Dig deep this time, man. Don't jump in.
For Haney right here. Nice little jab right there. You see Kambosos throwing where Haney was going as opposed to not the target. That's the reason why he was able to land. But Haney's too slippery in that ring. Eyes are wide open. He's the sharpest that I've seen Haney in his entire career.
They're going to touch him up for the 12th and final round. Undisputed lightweight championship on the line. Devin Haney came out confident, feeling he's 3 minutes away from bringing all the belts back to Vegas. CompuBox has him with a 136-104 connect advantage, a 74-34 jab connect advantage for Devin Haney, the young American, 23 years old. You heard from the corner of George Kambosos, you have to press, you have to send the right hand, you have to bring the left hook, and you have to end every combination with that lead hand. Easier said than done against the technician and the super skilled Devin Haney. Example A, right there.
Haney got to win this round too. Win this round too. Don't let off the gas right now. Use that stick and that boxing ability to keep frustrating Kambosos. Kambosos need to knock out the win, but I don't think he have enough energy in the tank to be able to get this knocked out.
More redness developing around that right eye of George Kambosos. Trying to rally support for Kambosos here. Right hand to the flank. He needs to absolutely unload.
Break. Hey.
And they are bubbling up with confidence in the corner of Devin Haney. On top of the ropes, and will he soon find out he's on top of the world?
My brand is called Honor the Gift.